Let's go to the US now, where an extraordinary story has been unfolding in the state of Ohio.
A zookeeper apparently released dozens of wild animals, including Bengal tigers, lions and others, all from a private zoo. North America correspondent Lisa Miller joins us now from Washington. Lisa, this is an incredible story for Australians to wake up to this morning. Take us through it.
We've just been listening to another press conference actually from the police in this rural Ohio community who have given us a few more details, in fact. But we use the term private zoo very loosely. In fact, it was a man and his wife who had a collection of 56 exotic animals that they kept on their property, hidden away from any view. The neighbours, in fact, said they heard noises that they knew weren't domestic animals, but they didn't know what was going on behind there. For whatever reason, it's believed that he committed suicide yesterday, but before killing himself, he opened all the cages, cut the wires and let all of these animals go. Now, this was as night was falling in Ohio. The police have now given us a rundown of the animals that were set free. And as you say, an extraordinary list that any zoo, any real public zoo would be very happy to have these animals. Yes. 6 bears, 9 lions, 8 lionesses, 18 tigers and 3 mountain lions were among the 56 animals. Now, sadly, Virginia, 48 of them have been killed. The police said they had no option. They could not tranquilise at all.
So how did this guy get to have so many of these animals on one bit of private property?
Well, I mean, it is rather odd, and it is what the Ohio police are having to sort of defend their laws, which apparently are among the most lax in the country. A judge had apparently told him that he had 20 days to get rid of these animals. Perhaps that's what has led to this extraordinary scene. But look, the police sheriff, Matt Lutz, talked about it as being a very, very bad situation. Let's have a little listen to how he was dealing with it earlier today.
We had animals outside that fenced area along the road that were trying to get loose. I had deputies that had to shoot animals with their sidearms at close range. That's how volatile this situation was. We are not talking about your normal everyday house cat or dog. These are 300-pound Bengal tigers that we've had to put down. When we got here, obviously public safety was my #1 concern. I gave the order on the way here that if animals looked like they were going out, they went down.
Just an incredible situation for those guys to find themselves in. Lisa, do we know if all of those animals are accounted for now?
We've just heard from the police sheriff that there are 2 remaining, a wolf and a monkey, and they're saying while the monkey may not seem dangerous to people, and they've shut down schools today and told residents to stay indoors, Virginia. That's how seriously they're taking this situation. They've now said that the monkey could be diseased, and if it manages to bite anyone, they're going to be in real strife. So of those 56 animals they believe were on the zoo, 48 killed, a handful have been taken to a nearby zoo, and 2, a wolf and a monkey, still on the loose. But quite an extraordinary situation, you can imagine. It went right through the night in this rural community. The residents absolutely terrified, told to stay indoors. The flashing lights on the highway alerting drivers that this emergency was underway, and for people to just not try and take weapons and deal with it themselves, to leave it to the authorities.
Just an incredible story. It'll be so upsetting for people right around the world to hear that these very precious animals have been shot and destroyed in that way too. So no doubt lots of questions about just how he managed to gather them all in one place in that first place. Going from that to the Republican debate, Lisa Miller, I don't even know how we managed a segue there. I mean, it was said to be a pretty lively debate, but not nearly as lively as what you've just told us there.
Well, I was going to say, Virginia, people have been saying there was a bit of animalistic behaviour going on the debate set. It was absolutely the feistiest that we've seen, and in fact I'm sure there's probably a few people whispering in the ears of some of the candidates today that you know, one of them does want to be president at the end, so they have to perhaps drag it back a little bit. There were a couple of scenes that jumped out at me when Mitt Romney placed his hand on Rick Perry's Perry's shoulder in what I thought was a rather patronising way to sort of calm him down. The two of them went head to head several times. Rick Perry addressed Herman Cain, the African-American businessman, the former CEO of Godfather's Pizza, who has this 999 tax reform plan, addressed him as, "Brother, let me tell you, let me explain something." That was another situation that was likely to cause some drama, but definitely the feedback today that, perhaps at the end of the day, Romney came out the winner, but all of them were tarnished in some degree.
Yeah, it was a heck of a fight between them all. Good to talk to you, Lisa. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Virginia.